Good morning, Aubrey and Dan. Okay, let's talk about why this is the perfect film for the holidays. Who wants to be my leadoff hitter?
Perfect film for the holidays because it's got a great cast. Everyone is amazing. It's the first queer Christmas extravaganza that everyone needs to get on board and represent. And it's just a really well done film. I haven't seen it yet. I'm very excited to see it and promote it.
Awesome. I saw it last night and I loved it. And you brought this up. So let's talk about the representation that we see in this film. We need it. We see two women in love. That's awesome. Talk about how significant this is and why we need to see more of this.
Yeah. Well, I think anytime you can put something on screen that is not often seen and that represents a community of people who don't often get to see themselves, you're making a huge impact. You're changing the way that people see each other, and you're also promoting a kind of sort of, for lack of a better word, like a normalization of queer people, which I think for the longest time, queer characters have always been on the sidelines or have been a lesson to be learned, or have, if they've fallen in love, like their partner dies or something horribly tragic happens. So I think for this to just not be about them being two women and really be about two people falling in love and a cast of characters that are, around them to support and encourage them, that to me is what's great and what's kind of radical about it.
All right, so let's talk about those two people in love. Okay, Kristen and Mackenzie, why their on-screen chemistry is great. Why do you think they were great to tell this story?
First of all, they're both amazing actresses. Like, I think they're both incredible and funny, and just like, I want to watch both of them in anything that they do. But I think for this movie, especially, I think with Kristen's kind of like personal experiences that she brings to the film and that perspective, I think it's important to have her kind of like anchoring this movie in that way. And because she doesn't take anyone, and she doesn't dabble in the bullshit. So she's gonna make it authentic and good, like she does with everything she's in. And Mackenzie is the same thing. So I think genuinely, like, they love each other so much. Like, I came onto the set at the very end of the shoot, but I was blown away by their chemistry and their relationship, like on and off camera. I think they just really kind of adore each other. So I think all around it was just like a really, really, really perfect situation.
I agree. Dan, I know you've talked about your experience coming out. What do you hope people take away from this film?
Oh goodness. I mean, I think it's just another example of acceptance. And I think the more we can show families accepting their queer kids, the better we're all going to be, because there really should be no question about it. So I love the idea that this is just continuing to promote that, because, it's a tough time, especially around the holidays, for people whose parents are not accepting. So to have something to turn to that's of comfort, that allows people to feel like their stories are being celebrated, I think that's so cool. So yeah, and it's very funny, and it has a lovely cast. I mean, I don't want to sort of like weight this whole thing down with kind of this sort of the messaging of it, because I think what's great about it is it is like just a great holiday rom-com, no questions asked, and it has very little to do in a way with who these people are, but more about their story and what they have to say.
Oh, and then I also saw this, Dan, you were voted People's Sexiest Man in Quarantine. Did you see this picture of you taking out the trash in this great robe? There's a bunch of wine bottles here. A lot of fun.
Oh my God. Where is that from?
People Magazine. I just saw it this morning.
Damn.
Yeah. Listen, if I'm going to be a sexy anything, it is a sexy man in quarantine. I don't even know what that means, but I'll take it. And I very much appreciate the people who who thought that that people would like that.
Wow, damn.
And you're a big Mariah
Sorry.
Carey fan, right?
I'm
really
working on my
changed.
self-confidence. I am a big Mariah Carey fan. Yeah.
So since we're approaching the holidays, you know, and we're wrapping right now, but are you just blasting like All I Want for Christmas?
No, it is November. No, holiday music to me does not come on until December. This time last year, or I guess almost a year ago last year, I actually went to see her at Madison Square Garden. So that was nice. That's a nice memory that I can sort of live in while I'm quarantined at home.